I am going to be taking Miss Swan, the matriarch of our little flock here of ducks, to the doctor today. She has a knot that has developed right behind her bill on her cheek. So let's see how this goes. This is my first time taking a duck to the vet, but I found this little pet carrier very helpful, and unfortunately she had gotten a little dirty from some of the other ducks the previous night, so I thought it might be a good idea to give her a good little wipe down before we go, just to make it more pleasant for the vet so she wouldn't have to deal with that mess. She can be a little feisty, but she has a tender heart. Alright, I got my little buddy here in the back seat. And we're off. Okay, Miss Swan and I have made it here to the vet clinic. It's about an hour drive from where I live, so take note if you're going to get ducks and you want to keep them as pets, not just to slaughter or for meat or whatever. Keep in mind that if you're going to want vet care, take a look around, do some research before you get the ducks to make sure there is a vet within a reasonable distance. An hour is pushing reasonable for us with gas prices at this point. But we made it here. This is our first visit, so we're going to see how this goes. Miss Swan has been pretty patient in the back seat. Miss Swan, you ready to go see the doctor? I think she's just trying to figure out why in the world she's in a little box with no food or water and the world is spinning around her. Let's go in here and get this little problem taken care of. In the lobby, there were lots of new sounds and sights to keep her entertained, while she kept the other animals at the clinic entertained. One gentleman was relieved to see a duck. He wondered why the cat sounded so strange. Upon arrival to the examination room, we were greeted with the nicest welcome sign for Miss Swan. I can tell here by her body language she is a little bit nervous and apprehensive at first, but then she started noticing some of the sounds from the surrounding rooms and got interested in listening to those, and finally she settled down and decided this was a safe place to rest. Well, we had a successful visit seeing the doctor, her vet, for the first time. Miss Swan did an excellent job, and it turns out she thinks at some point she may have punctured herself or scratched herself. We couldn't find any injury inside or outside of her jaw, but apparently there is some kind of an abscess in there. And so she has an antibiotic, the pink stuff, just like they give kids, is what it looks like. So we have to give her that a couple times a day, and she should be good to go in a few days. So I'm going to keep an eye on her, get her home, get her some food and water. She is a little piggy. That's one reason I knew she was sick. If this duck is not eating, something's wrong with her. As far as egg consumption with the antibiotic, it stays in her system. One day, the vet went ahead and recommended that we not eat her eggs for a week. So for a week, I'll be discarding eggs. But it's totally worth it to have Miss Swan back to her normal self and get rid of that abscess. And again, it's always good to check before you get ducks or any kind of fowl or bird, and make sure that you have a vet in a reasonable driving distance, because this could have been really bad. God protected her and pretty much made her better. She should be a dead duck, but she bounced right back after prayer. And I did put some frankincense and oregano essential oils in their water. It's like an 8-gallon water tank that they drink from sometimes. So she played in that and drank that. I'm sure that that helped too, but in all accounts, she shouldn't be with us anymore. So I really believe that God pulled her through that and gave us some time to get her to the vet. And she's so much better already before the medicine than she was on Friday. So we're going to go home and get her back into the pen with all of her friends and let her eat and drink. I know she's excited to eat. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe. God bless. All right.
Ha 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 ha.